Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Manziel going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to... He's by himself, Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And I think the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second half.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And remember, here on a miss, this is a live football. Pass midfield, look out. No whistles, he's still going. And he will score. That is a touchdown. No flags on the field as he picks up the missed field goal and takes it coast to coast.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
And now the entire season and their dreams of a Super Bowl berth come down to this two-point conversion. They need it to tie. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the two-point conversion. Manziel going to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Take it in at the 3.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even into overtime.
overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, CD, we get to see the debut of the brand-new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you... make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They forced a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there. Here in the playoffs, they've got a chance to put this one away.
Now we'll see what Lawrence can do in overtime.
Flushed out right. It's complete to Hopkins.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
But, partner, look where the ball's being placed now. They're deep in the red zone, which to me, that opens up their options because they can run the field goal kicker out there right now, or they can decide to run a play and put it into the perfect position he might require in order to make the game-winning kick.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. And they get to hoist the Halas Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.